Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, you are highly welcome to Tasty City. Today I am on the streets of Ghana selling waakye. Waakye is Ghana's most popular street food, and this right here was among the street food that wouldn't let me save a dime during my secondary school days. Like, this is so delicious. It is so good. It has this taste that I can't even explain. So if you haven't tried waakye before, you need to give this a try because you are gonna love it. If you want to see the cooking process, please stay tuned and continue watching. For full list of ingredients, please check the description box. So to begin, we're going to start by cooking the waakye or beans. So in a clean dry pot, we're going to pour in our beans, then add in the waakye leaves. Next, we're going to pour enough water to cook the beans. We're going to be adding the water about 2 or 3 inches above the beans. Then we're going to allow this to cook till about 90%. I am using 5 cups of rice and 3 cups of beans, but you can also do 50-50. The next step is to cook our proteins. So now we will season that with some salt and seasoning powder. We will also season with some curry powder, nutmeg, thyme, and oregano, bay leaves, blended onions, ginger, and garlic, and we will allow this to cook on a medium to low heat for at least 15 minutes in its own juice before we add water. At this point, I will season the fish with some salt and shrimp seasoning, then cover and allow to marinate for 30 minutes. After cooking for about 15 minutes, now I'm going to be adding a cup of water to this because the cow skin and tripe takes a longer time to cook than the beef. Then I'm going to allow this to continue cooking on a medium heat for additional 10 minutes, then I'll be back to take out the beef. Our waakye have been cooking now for a while, and oh my goodness, just take a look at that color. So now we're just going to check to see if the waakye or beans is soft enough for us to add in our washed rice. So I think this is about 90% cooked, so we're going to add in our rice, but before then we're just going to take out the waakye sticks. Now goes in my washed rice, which I washed very well till the water was super clear. Next, I'm adding some salt to taste, and I'm just going to mix this very well and then allow to cook on a medium heat till the liquid dries up. At this point, I'll take out the beef, then allow the cow skin and tripe to cook for additional 10 or 15 minutes. Back to our waakye, the liquid have dried up completely, so now I'm just going to check to see if it is soft enough. If not, I'm going to add more water, then allow to cook till it is fully cooked or soft. Alright, so it is still quite hard, so I'll top up more water and allow to cook further till it is soft. Our waakye is now fully cooked, so I'm just going to fluff it and set it off the heat. So next we're going to be frying the kelewele. Kelewele is also known as spiced fried plantain, and I have a detailed video on how to make this. I'll be leaving the link in the description box below so you can check it out later. At this point they are nice and ready, so I'll take them off the oil and just let them drain on a kitchen paper towel. At this point, we're going to fry the beef and fish, but first I'll be frying the beef, and I have cleaned the oil just to take out any burnt spices from frying the plantain. So next I added some onion and rosemary into the oil. It is totally optional, but this will infuse a whole lot of flavor to the oil because we're going to be using this oil to fry our waakye stew. And at this point, the beef is nicely fried, as you can see. So we're going to take this off the heat, let them drain on a kitchen paper towel, and then we're going to fry our fish. We are going to repeat the same process with our fish. Let them fry till they are nice and golden brown, just like this. In this little food processor, I've got the onion, which we have used in frying our fish and beef. And I also have the thicker part of the stock, or the spices I strained out from the meat stock. I'll be blending these two together to add to our stew. It will make it so delicious. Yeah, it's going to add more flavor to our stew, but however, it is totally optional. At this point, my oil is nice and heated up, so I'll go ahead and add in my chopped onion, and I'll be sauteing this for about 2 minutes. This is the same oil we have used in frying our fish, plantain, and beef. At this point, I'll be adding some spices, and this is a combination of thyme, curry powder, nutmeg, and black pepper. So once that is done, I'll go ahead and saute this for additional 30 seconds. I'm going to add now the ginger and garlic paste, then add the thicker part of the stock and the caramelized onion I blended, then saute this for additional 30 seconds. I'll pour the pepper mix at this point, and I'm going to be frying this on a medium heat for about 20 minutes, and please make sure to stir periodically to avoid burning. Now we're going to start cooking our spaghetti. So in a clean pot, I'm going to be pouring in some hot boiled water from my kettle. You can also do it the other way around by bringing some water to a boil. Next, we're going to add in the spaghetti, and we're going to cook this till it is soft, or you can cook it al dente, or just cook it anyhow you like your spaghetti. I'm going to be cooking my al dente. So now I'm just going to let this cook till it is fully cooked, and yes, at this point it is nice and ready. So I'll just go to my sink, drain off the water, and set this aside. Okay, so back to our waakye stew. These have been frying for like 30 minutes now. Yeah, so I ended up frying this stew for 30 minutes instead of the 20 I said earlier, and as you can see, it is properly fried. So now we're just going to give this a quick stir. Once we're done, we're going to be adding in our meat stock. That is the stock we got from cooking our proteins earlier. So after adding our meat stock, we're also going to be adding our remaining seasoning powder and spices, then mix very well to combine, taste and adjust our seasoning if needed. Once we have tasted and confirmed our seasonings, the next step is to add the proteins. We'll let the proteins cook in the stew for about 10 minutes thereabouts on a low to medium heat so that the proteins will absorb all the goodness from the stew. And you guys, this smells and tastes so amazing. Ooh la la. Now take a look at that stew. I wish you all can perceive the aroma oozing out from this pot of stew. So our Waakye stew is ready. At this point, I'm just going to take my time off camera and scoop out all the excess oil. Then I'll be back to add my boiled eggs and fried fish. Alright you guys, so this is the amount of excess oil I skimmed out of the stew, and I'm going to be using this for some beans porridge, yam porridge or plantain porridge. Okay, so at this point I'm just going to finish up by adding in the boiled eggs and fried fish, because already the cooker have been turned off because our Waakye stew is ready. I'm going to be coating the fish and eggs with the stew, and we will be ready to enjoy. Table is set and you all are invited. Our Waakye stew looks so gorgeous and so inviting. Over here is our spaghetti and kelewele. We also have our waakye, that is our rice and beans. And I made a separate video for the gari photo. This recipe will be coming up very soon, so please stay tuned. We also have some salad, and this is a combination of lettuce, tomatoes, and carrots. If you like this video, please go ahead and click the like button. Feel free to share this video with your family and friends, and most important, subscribe and turn on your notification post. Thank you all so much for watching. Until I see you next time with something delicious. Bye for now and thanks for watching.